maybe. Goodbye, people. Hello, people. Hello. Welcome to a weekend vlog. You know how in last week's vlog I said I'm definitely going to wrap this one up on a Friday because on a fucking Sunday, because if I extend it to the Monday, I just won't vlog next week. Turns out I didn't vlog during the week anyway, so I have lots to catch you up on. Namely, the fact that you are hanging on to that review for the Irregular Witches book that I didn't give you last week because I didn't finish it. Have finished it. Gave it 3 stars. It was alright. It was cute. It was alright. It was just too romancy for me. But, like, it was still wholesome. You liked it.
I did.
Steph's here. Hi. Look at her. So, kind of an anticlimactic review for that one, I'm sorry. But it was alright. It was fine. Next is I have read and finished Godkiller. I don't have it on me, but here it is. Beautiful book. I gave it 3 stars. I need a 5-star read, friends. Again, it was good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I didn't, like, actively dislike anything about it. It just wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. The pacing was a little bit slow. I didn't necessarily, like, vibe with the characters the way I maybe would have wanted to. But I'm pretty sure it's a debut, so maybe the sequel will be better. But I'm definitely interested enough to read the sequel as well. But I'll tell you more about that later. Because right now, we're in a car park. Hence being in my car.
That lighting's terrible.
Fanny's here. It is terrible lighting. Yeah. We are in an underground car park, so... yeah. But Fanny's here for longer than the weekend. She got here yesterday. We just chilled and ate pizza and chilled.
And ate pizza.
And ate pizza. And what did we do this morning?
Chilled and ate pizza.
That's all we've done. But we are in this car park because we are in the town to go shopping. What for, I hear you ask? Eagerly anticipating the response. Books. Church. Our place of religious worship is a bookshop. Anyway, let's go to a bookshop. And then we'll decide what else I read during this weekend. And maybe I'll tell you more about Godkiller, because I haven't really, like, said much. But I'm eager to get out of this car park, because I'm paying to sit here, folks. It's a dog butt. Hi. What happened to you? We went shopping. We have returned from our shopping trip, and we were both very good. We didn't buy as many books as we thought we would at all.
Or as many as we normally do.
Yeah.
Not even close.
No, not even close. We went into Dow Lane and I picked up Dog Butt. I think this is the happiest a colouring book has ever made me. This is a colouring book full of dog bums. So, like, it's all just pictures of dogs' bums.
It's really cute.
Which Jake thinks is a bit weird. I think is bloody adorable. I'm very happy with my dog colouring book. It brings me a lot of joy.
It brought you so much joy.
So much joy. So I got that in Dial Lane, and then we went into Waterstones, and I found Rainbow Grey Battle for the Skies, which is the one with the fancy edge. And it was the only one they had left with the fancy edge, so I needed to nab that before it vanished, because I've got the first two with their fancy edges as well, so it needed to be matching. Haven't read the second one of this yet, but I will. So there we are. And then I spotted this beautiful looking book, Song of Silver, Flame Like Night by Emily Wen Zhao. It's got lovely orange spreads. This is Chinese mythology, and it's the first book of a new duology. That's all I need to know. But yeah, that looked great. And that's all I got, book-wise anyway. We then went into New Look. I got a couple of dresses and some new boots for a bargain. The boots were on sale for 20 quid.
Yep.
Very good deal on the boots.
Very nice boots.
And then we went to the crystal shop as well, and I picked up some lemon calcite.
Very pretty.
Which is very pretty. I wanted the honey calcite, but the honey calcite was very expensive. So I got lemon calcite instead. And that's it for the shopping trip. So despite the fact that we ended up being in town for hours, we were actually pretty reserved.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is good.
It's a good trip.
And now we're home again, and I think we're just going to chill out and read. That's that, really. But I should probably tell you more about Godkiller, because I gave you a very brief bleh in the car, but didn't really talk in too much detail about it. Isn't it just beautiful?
It is very pretty.
It's so pretty. But this is about a woman called Kissin, who is a god killer. She is paid to go and kill the gods. So there was a war with the gods, and it's now ruled that, like, any form of worship or sacrifice or anything to the gods is illegal. If a god is discovered, a god killer will be hired to kill it. So we follow Kissin, and then we also follow the young girl whose name I forget. What is Inara? That's it. We also follow Inara, and Inara meets Kissin and introduces Kissin to a god she cannot kill, which is Skedi, because Skedi is attached to Inara, and there is something weird going on there. They meet a knight who is somehow trying to do something for the king who wants all the gods dead, but now they've both met this girl who's attached to a god, so they can't kill the god, despite the fact that that's what the king wants, and this guy's loyal to the king, and Kissin maybe doesn't have the loyalty to the king, but has the loyalty to her cause. But what's up with Inara and Skedi and their connection? What's going on there? That's the basic premise. There's a lot more to it than that. I liked the setup of the world. I liked how the gods came to being, and I liked the characters of the gods. Maybe it was the humans that I just didn't like so much. I didn't feel very connected to any of the characters in this, and I feel like the story didn't have the right pacing. It felt very slow for such a short book that I feel is kind of trying to do a lot with this whole world building around the gods and how gods are born or formed or created and the powers that they have and stuff. Like, for a short book with such slow pacing, it just missed the mark, I think. But it is a debut, so I really do hope that the sequel to it is better. At least I think it's a debut. I'm pretty sure. I would be interested to read the sequel, though, because how it ended was very good, and I was very intrigued by that. But there we go. So, although this vlog hasn't necessarily shown it, I have finished 2 books this week. So we've had The Secret... Oh, it's here. Very conveniently here. This one, which ended up being a 3-star, kind of not what I wanted it to be. And this one, which was a 3-star, kind of not as good as I wanted it to be. So if I could read a good book, not that these were bad books, but if I could read a better book, that would be good. So I'm going to try and find something to read. I'll let you know what it is when I know. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Smile and wave.
I decided I'm just immediately gonna read this one. The audiobook for it's on Scribd, so I'm gonna read along and listen to the audio. But this is now the 2nd book in a row where I will have purchased the book and then immediately read it, because that's what I did with Godkiller as well. There's Finbag, chillin'. There's Fanny, chillin'. We're all tucked up. I'm in her bed. She's on the chair. It's beautiful. He's a good time, isn't he, Finbag? Oh, he's my pretty boy. He's so gorgeous.
So cute.
So gorgeous. Hello. Good evening. Good morning. It's 10 to 1 in the morning. And I have been reading Song of Silver, Flame Like Night. I am a whopping 275 pages into it. So I wanted a book that I would be able to read over this weekend. I got that. Those spreadsheets are so pretty. Like, that's such a bright orange.
Really bright.
It's
literally
such a bright orange. I love it. I'm gonna have to slow down because Steph's still got loads of her book left. And I've plowed through this evening, but I'm enjoying it. It's definitely captivating me. I'm loving the little sprinkling of mythology. I will say it hasn't been, like, too heavy so far, but I think that where we're at in it at the minute, it's about to get more into the mythology and the gods and the demons and stuff. Because we've kind of been introduced to all of that at the same rate as our main character, so, you know, things are picking up and, like, the action is happening and stuff, because I'm now heading into that, like, last third, you know. It's good. I'm enjoying it. I don't think it's going to be a 5-star. Surprise, surprise. But I reckon it has potential to be a 4-star, which will be my first 4-star of this week, because my other 2 reads have been 3 stars. So fingers crossed the last third holds up to that. That would be pretty good. I've been colouring in my dog butts as well, in my dog butt colouring book. It's been going really well. Here is my first page of dog butts. Aren't they cute? And then we have... where's my next dog butts? Then I did this page of dog butts. Aren't they cute? Love them. And then I coloured in these doggies. Oh, ugh. I've never had hands before, sorry. But I didn't want to colour in grass again, I couldn't be bothered, so I just left it at the dogs on this one. I'll go back to it when I can be bothered to colour in the grass. And then I started doing this one, but I didn't get very far, because I then stopped, clearly. But I'm enjoying that, and it's been really nice to do that whilst listening to my book that has nothing to do with dog butts. This was a great purchase. I fully recommend to anyone who loves dogs. There was a cat version too. Anyway, that's my reading update and my vlog update. How are you doing?
Tired.
Yeah.
Sleepy boy.
It'd be great if I would get out of your bed, wouldn't it?
I'm sleeping.
It's her polite way of saying, yeah, can you fuck off now? Go and get in your own bed, you fucking bitch. Bitch. Never mind me in your bed, though. It looks like you're going to have a nighttime visitor. Because he is
leave.
a sleepy boy.
He will not leave.
He will not leave.
It's a permanent resident.
He's very happy to be here.
He will hate me within about 5 minutes if I get in that bed.
you reckon?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you're a
toss and
fidgeter.
turn for
Yeah.
like an hour.
He would hate that. You'd end up kicking him.
Yeah.
That's how our evening's gone. It's been really productive, actually. I've read a shitload. Steph, although has a shitload left, has also read a shitload because her book is just fucking ginormous.
Mistakes were made.
Mistakes.
Not that I'm not enjoying the book, but
It's just going on forever.
yeah.
But it's been a nice chilled evening, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been
We
lovely.
did some planning. I did my colouring. We've got some more chilled plans tomorrow, really.
Yeah.
So we'll see you there. He will not come to bed. He's just decided that he's sleeping in here with Steph tonight. This is his bed now. He's not coming. Come on, Finny boy. Come on. Finny baby. Come on. You gonna come? No. Alright. I'm gonna go to bed without you then. Bye. He is coming. Yes. Come on. Good boy. Hello, I thought I would do a little bit of a vlog update because it's been a while. It is Sunday afternoon, we've had dinner, chilled out for a little bit. You will have seen some B-roll from our little trip to the beach with Finny boy. But yeah, today we've done the beach, we went and did a bit of a food shop and went to the bakery, and we have done a little bit of reading, but not too much. I am not far off finishing this now. I'm on page 289 of 450-ish. Hello.
What up?
455. How many pages is that then? So I've got like 170. I can't do math. But I've got about 2 hours of the audiobook left to finish Song of Silver, Flame Like Night. And I'm at a point in Animal Crossing right now where I'm about to go villager hunting for my 3 starter villagers because I restarted. Hello. I restarted Animal Crossing to do hard mode, and I'm now at a point where I can go villager hunting for those 3 villagers. So I'm going to do that whilst listening to the audiobook, and I think that's going to be a cute time. What are you going to do?
I am going to finish European Travel for the Monstrous Gentlewomen and try and import my footage, I think.
Ooh, that's a good plan.
and just put it in place, because I think I've got a lot more footage than I think I've got.
I'm gonna get on with my Animal Crossing. Let you know when I finish the book.
Once again, Finny Boy has chosen to stay in the library with his favourite pupil, rather than go to bed with his father. Look at those little toe beans. Little toe beans.
Hello. How many clips have you seen of me sat in this exact position? Because I feel like this is where I've been all weekend. That's not true, but I feel like it has been. Anyway, I finished my book, which is great because I needed to finish this tonight to 1, wrap up this vlog with a finished book, and 2, because Polathon starts at midnight, so I needed to be fresh for Polathon. And I have finished this book, and you know what? I was pleasantly impressed with this one. It definitely in places was like predictable YA, but there were parts of it that did like surprise me and were not predictable at all, for me anyway. Maybe I'm just dumb, I don't know. But I did really enjoy this in the end. I really like the Chinese mythology and the like demons and the demon gods and stuff. I'm really into that stuff though. Like anything with demon and demonic beings and like dark gods and stuff, I do seem to really enjoy. Like I'm just thinking Shadow of What Was Lost, Name of All Things, Poppy War. I realise I've just rattled off a bunch of adults and this is a YA, but you get my point. You get my point? I think you get my point. I did enjoy it. I think it probably could have done without a little bit of the like romancy sprinkled in there. Definitely was not a big part in the slightest, so I can overlook that. But because it wasn't a big part at all, I do wonder like what the relevance of it was and if it was just in there because it's a YA and all YA fantasies seem to have like a little dusting of and then they kissed, you know? Just seems irrelevant. But I like the revelations, I like where it's going. I will definitely read the sequel. I say will definitely at this point in time, like this has only just come out, so come back in a year and see if I do read the sequel, if it like sticks with me. But yeah, I did really like the mythology and the fantasy elements and all of that. There was a little moment in the middle where our main character's like character traits seem to just disappear for a little while. Like she's quite fiery throughout most of it, and then in the middle she had like a few scenes of just like losing that spark entirely, and it wasn't like deliberately a plot point that she lost her spark. It's almost like we just forget who she is for a little while and she's got no character and then she comes back to being herself. So that was an interesting little blip in the middle. But overall, I reckon I would give this a 4 star. Shall we throw it through core pile and see what it gets? I'm feeling a 4 star. I think it's the best book I've read this week. Yep, 4 stars. Core Power tells me 4 stars. 7.29 is about right. 7.29 on Core Pile, a 4-star read, so the best one of the week, and that definitely feels correct. And on that note, there's my vlog over. Thanks for watching. I'm kidding. I feel like there's been a decent amount of reading in this, despite the fact that I started the vlog literally yesterday. It's been a 2-day vlog, but I've caught you up on what I read the rest of the week anyway, so hopefully there's been enough content in that regard. But otherwise, it's been a really lovely weekend hanging out with Steph. She's still ploughing along with her book. She'll finish it. I reckon she'll finish it. Finny Boy's been hanging out with us in here. It's been real cosy. It's been really chilled and it's been nice. We went to the beach. We went book shopping. We've had a good time. I've had a good time. I can't speak for Steph. You'll have to go and ask her. She's just giving a thumbs up, so. I mean, you have to take my word for that. Go on, do it again. Oh. It's like a mediocre time. Middle of the road. Thanks. that does bring me to an end to this vlog, because in about half an hour Polathon begins. Polathon is my week-long readathon that I do every week in February, and every week in February, don't listen to me, that's wrong, every year for a week in February. It starts tomorrow, which is the day that this video is going up, because I then have the ambition to daily vlog for Polathon like I usually do, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, look forward to some videos from me in the coming days. And on that note, I'm gonna go, because I need to edit this, so thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, give us a thumbs up, chat to me down below, all that good stuff. I shall see you in, I would normally say whatever comes next, but I know exactly what's going to come next, which is rare. But I'll see you tomorrow for a Polathon vlog. Bye!